Hi fans, my name's Del Mann. You're live and exclusive from the Adrenaline Gym. Here with me is promoter Chris Bladen. Chris, tell us a little bit about the show you've got coming up.
My name is Bladen, by the way, so we'll pronounce it as Bladen, but that's fine. Yeah, no problem. Well, we're going out on the 24th of September. It's at Hamwich Cricket Club. We've got a fantastic fight card. I've tried to get the best fighters that I can possibly get involved with to come and fight the best. So for me, I want a top show. Yeah. So that's what we're looking for. I've got first timers right the way up to world champions, and on this fight we've got world champions versus world champions. So it's a fight not to be missed, and that's the 24th of September.
I don't know how you've got this fight card together. Fight fans, this is an amazing card. I mean, Tina Harvey and Billy bringing over from Ireland as well, his fighter. It's going to be awesome, that fight.
Yeah, I mean, I've worked with Billy in the past. He's took one of our fighters over to Belfast, and to be fair, Kathy, in my opinion, he's the fighter to beat. She's quality. I've got a lot of respect for Billy with what he's done in the past as a fighter, and with Tina Harvey, she's supposed to be the best. So let's get it on. Let's get the two best girls. Let's get them fighting. Let's get them rocking. See who wins.
Yeah, just going off it a little bit here, I'd like to congratulate you on Zach's win last night in Lincoln, EFK World Champion.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it was a fantastic performance. One of the judges gave him 10 rounds, all 10 rounds. Another one said a couple of rounds were draw, but on average he won like all out, a minimum of 8 rounds on most of the fight cards. Alain Lebrun, as a lot of people will know him, he's a top quality fighter, hardened fighter. He's made his name in the pro ranks. Obviously Zach's still amateur, but we took him on yesterday on a 10-round fight card. I'd like to say thank you to Sean Burton as well for getting that match done. And for me, Zach's now took on the main 3 top guys in France with Morgan. He's fought obviously at Alain last night, and what a performance he did. And whoever was there would actually say he is the number 1, I think, in the world. So in my opinion, he is the guy to beat at that weight. I know there's other champions out there that are sort of shying away from him, and to be quite honest, I don't blame them.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm looking forward to doing this show, filming this, guys. It's going to be amazing. Well, you had 3 others on the show as well.
Yeah, I had three of the up-and-coming youngsters. One made the debut, Naomi Paris. She did really well. Obviously nerves, it's always, your first fight, nerves always get in the way. But you know what, she did us proud. We then went on to Kaylee Goodwin. In the past, she's come from another gym. She's joined us like recently. I found that she's always been chucked in the deep end, you know. Her first fight fighting a world champion like Tia Ayton, who if anybody knows who Tia is, she is the number 1. You know, I don't know any 9-10-year-old out there that's gonna beat her. And for me, Kaylee fought a girl from Tia's gym who was level, and she did me proud. And then obviously Oliver Partridge, he went up next, and he got a good victory against somebody who he's lost to in the past, the Rav Boys, as you know. Yes. He's from your town. Yeah. And yeah, it was a close fight. He did well, and he got the result. So yeah, I had a 4 out of 4 last night, so I can't wish for anything else. All I can say is they come to the gym. We're open 6 nights a week, and they're here. They don't miss a session, so you get out what you put in.
Exactly. Well, let's get back to the show then. Let's have a little chat with some of the people, the lads and girls that are on the show, shall we? Who do you want to bring in first?
We'll bring in Kaylee Goodwin first, yeah. Kaylee Goodwin.
Okay, Kaylee.
11-year-old she is.
Nice to meet you. Good luck on the night, hey? Would you like to say anything? Do you know anything about your opponent that you're fighting?
I know that she used to come from points, because I've fought her on mats before in a points fight, and I know that she's the opposite stance to me. She's southpaw.
So you've had a little think and look about and to see how she works, yeah? So are you going to win?
Hopefully.
Yeah. Chris?
Hopefully. No, we don't do hopefully.
No, I didn't think you would. There's some quality fighters coming out here now, aren't there?
Yeah, I tried to... We've all got goals, we've all got idols, and for me, in this game, it doesn't matter what belt you are or how long you've been training, there's always somebody better, and there's always some techniques that you can learn from. So for me, you just got to keep learning, adapting. You know, like you've got a gym yourself. You probably even think, God, I'll go to that gym. I like what he's done. I'll adapt that and bring it in.
Yeah.
If it works, use it. If it doesn't, throw it away.
Yeah.
You know, but she's due to fight a girl, Fionn Williams from Wales. Again, she's coming from a good stable, Fionn is. So I'd like to think it's going to be a great fight. Another fight that's evenly matched.
Yeah.
You know, so who knows? Flick a coin. You have a bet. Let's go for it.
Yeah. So, good luck on the night, and I'll look forward to getting some nice pictures for you as well, and I can send them to you, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, we'll bring in Oliver Partridge. He's due to fight the English champion, Harvey Gavin. He won a WRSA Midland fight not so long back, and he wants to challenge Harvey Gavin from Bentley. Obviously, Rob Ball's an old friend. He runs the gym, and we'd like to challenge him for his TFC English title. So let's get the defences going. You know, you see a lot of people now, vacant titles, I want vacantness. We're not about that. We want to fight champions, so let's get it on.
Credible champions as well, yeah?
Well, yeah, in my eyes, to be the best, you've got to fight the best. We're not ducking. We could have took him for a vacant British, but we don't want a vacant. We want to fight the current champions, and that's where we're going.
Excellent, excellent. Right then, let's let that young man in here then. Nice to meet you. Do you know anything about the person you're fighting?
Yeah, I know his name's Harvey Gavin and he's the English champion.
So, have you got a game plan? Is Chris training you a special game plan?
He has sparred this Harvey before in an interclub, so they both know each other, but obviously anything can happen on the day. They've had a good 8 months now of training for this fight, so I like to give people plenty of notice. I don't like to say, oh, can you fight this guy in 3 weeks? So I like to give everybody a good fight camp, but he's doing really well. You know, I'll let him tell you what he's been doing or what he hasn't been doing.
So what sort of training have you been doing for this fight?
I've been training really hard,
What sort of things have you been doing?
just like fitness, a lot of running,
A lot of running?
yeah.
Yeah. How long do you run for?
Until we can't run anymore.
That's a long way then. That's a long way. Yeah.
We do what we call sprints. Fighting to me is all about bursts. Listen, you see fat people and you see chickens running marathons. Do you know what I mean? People dressed up in fancy clothes. So for me, sprinting is where it's all at. You know, you got to be. It's explosive speed. So what we do, we set up a little point from point to point, and we just kill it until you can't go no more. Because you know as well as I do, it's about bursts.
Yes, excellent. Well, I'd like to wish you all the best, and I'll see you on the night, okay?
Okay, thank you.
He had his first victory. Well, he had a victory last night against the Rad Boy.
Yeah, that's the Rad Boys. They're coming through, doing well with all their show. I've filmed a lot of their fights now. That's a good win for him.
A very good win. Every show I seem to go on, the Rav Boys are always there. So again, they're very respectable in the sport. They're well known in the sport. And again, for us, it's about mixing with the right people. You mix with the right people, you get the right results.
Excellent, excellent. Well, who are we going to have in next?
We'll have Naomi Parris. She fought yesterday. She fought for her debut yesterday. She's 11. Well, she's 12 now. She's due. This will be her second fight. She's fighting a French girl, Sarah Dennis, who's obviously from Morgan Fortress Gym, which again is a creditable fighter. He's a European champion. And there she is, so I'll let you have a little chat.
Yeah, nice to meet you. So, to come a bit closer, that's it. So, can you tell us a little bit about what training you've been doing? The same, lots of running, sprinting?
Yeah, pretty much the same, and a bit more like pad work and things like that with and sparring.
You really enjoy your pad work as well?
Yeah, it's really good.
Excellent, excellent. So, do you know anything about the opponent you're fighting?
I don't know if she's from France, and that's about it. I don't really know anything about her.
Doesn't matter really, if you've done the training, it's going to work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good. Well, I'd like to wish you all the best for the fight, and I'll see you on the night, okay? You won't. Okay, and next we've got...
Yeah, well, if I'll bring in Jack Wiles, obviously you might struggle to understand his accent, because obviously you know what the Yam Yams are like. They're from Wolverhampton. He'll probably use cock, which means my mate. You know, that's the type of person he is. But You'll see what I mean in shortly. He's due to fight Anthony Bryan, again coming from a good gym, Aero Kick, run by Colin Treasure. Obviously Colin's been about a long while, he's won some big titles himself, so he knows the game, he knows the sport. So we're bringing Jack in to fight. It is a vacant title, but it's a Midland title, so for us, rather than jumping in at the top, we'll start at the bottom and work our way up and fight creditable fighters. Again, Anthony's a hardened fighter, he's 30 years of age, he's had quite a lot of BLCC sort of fights, so for us he's the stepping stone to getting on the ladder. So I'd just like to welcome him in, Jack Wiles.
Nice to meet you, Jack. Good. So do you know anything about your opponent at all?
Not really, I just know he's highly experienced from the BLCCs, as Chris says.
So you're training the same as everyone else, obviously. You've been really pushing your training. Have you got any predictions for the fight?
Not really, no. Just see what happens, are we? Just a bit of a good fight, won't he?
Knockout? Going to go for it?
See what happens, mate, dog. Any fights you can get caught with a good one, can't you?
Yeah, that's good. It's a funny old game, this, isn't it? Fight game. But so you don't know nothing about your opponent, and you've only got a few weeks to go now. So are you still pushing your training hard right up to it?
Pushing right up to the last day.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing the weigh-in and interviews on the Friday. So like I say, you'll be able to see your opponent, and I'll be able to get some nice face-offs with you, both up close and personal, and have another little interview with you, and get it all out so everybody can see it Friday night.
Sweet.
Okay. Well, good luck with your fight. You're welcome.
Yeah. He always has chewing gum. You know what he's like.
Okay. Any more?
Yeah, we've got another debut girl. Again, you know the gym that she's coming from. She's due to fight Billy Murray's girl, Charlene Best, and that's Hayley Boot. She'll be making her debut. She's a local girl. She's got a good following. You know what these hairdressers are like, always gossiping. So now it's about time for people to start gossiping about them. Yeah, so I'd like to introduce Hayley Boot.
Okay. And come in, Hayley. Nice to meet you. Yeah. So, how long have you been training now?
12 months now.
You really enjoy it?
I love it. Yeah.
That's good. That's what it's about. Really enjoying what you're doing, your training. So you're really up for this fight, then?
Up for it, yeah. I'm ready for her. I'm ready. I live here. I'm here 6 days a week. I love it.
6 days a week. They're all here 6 days a week.
9 times out of 10. I mean, the good thing is with Hayley, she started off to come. Obviously, she's a parent, 2 young children. She originally started the gym to lose weight, and then obviously she wasn't interested in fighting at the start. And it's good for me to see how people start off at the bottom, and then before long, it's like, I want to have a go, get me a fight, and you're like, well, I know Billy, I know he's fair, because you know a lot of these coaches are like out there, they'll tell you that they've had one fight and then you find out that they've had 30 experience, mat fights, etc. And with me, I like to deal with honest, professional people, and with Billy, he is what he is. Yes. He's a professional person, so for me, I trust Billy. Again, this is Hayley's first fight, so she'll be up against Charlene Best, but she's doing well, she's doing really well.
So, on the night then, she'll be getting weighed in on the Friday?
She'll get weighed in on the Friday, yes, if she can make it. But
Yeah, so we'll be able to get that out so everybody can see it on Friday night, all your fans and supporters and family, friends and family, okay? Well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you on the Friday.
Okay, we've got another debut. She's Grace Partridge. She come from a points background. She's had a few fights, she's had some ups and downs, and we've had to sort of take her style back to scratch. So this will be her debut full contact fight. She's up against a girl called Molly Nichols, who's from Dudley Combat, which is run by Rob. Again, I've dealt with him in the last 4 years. Another honest bloke. What you see is what you get. He puts on some nice shows, and he's come to support us. So I'd like to introduce Grace Partridge.
So, not long to go now then, only a few weeks. You getting nervous?
Not really, no. I've got a tournament background, so I'm used to fighting quite a lot, so not really that nervous.
Do you know anything about the person you're fighting?
No, I've had a dropout, so it's a new opponent, so I haven't.
Doesn't matter anyway, does it? Like you say, you've done all the training, everything's ready, hey?
Yeah, it definitely.
So, Chris, do you have anything else you'd like to say about Grace?
Yeah, obviously don't let the tan fool you. Do you know what I mean? She might look as if she's idle and she sits in the sun all day, but she does actually put a graft in when she's at the gym. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this fight. To be fair, as we can see, there's a lot more girls getting involved in the sport now, and to be fair, they can be quite. You know, well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Women rule the house, don't they?
No, that's
so
exactly right.
so yeah, it should be quite exciting. So like I say, with the fight card that we've got going on, I like to mix it up with, like I say, she's making a debut, and then like I say, we've got like Zach Evans that unfortunately is not here today, but because obviously he was fighting out last night, so he's celebrating, obviously not drinking, but with his other half. You know what I mean? You'll have to edit that bit.
No, I shall leave it in. Anyway, Grace, all the best, and I'll see you on the Friday at the weigh-in, okay?
Okay, we've got one more. We've got one more girl who I'd like to introduce. She's had 2 fights now. Her first fight was again from Rob's gym, which was the BCC, I think they're called, Black Country Combat. So she won that, and then I've got good connections in France with Jean Bertot, and obviously Fabrice Garnier. But obviously Jean invited us out. He wanted a girl that had like a little bit of experience, you know, like 1 fight, 2 fights. So I said, yeah, I've got a girl, Kerry Webster, and she went out to France. So again, her second fight was away from home, no support, you know what it's like, and she got the victory against. Well, we found out later that this girl had like 6 fights, which doesn't bother us because you're going away from home. These things happen. And so I'd like to introduce Kerry Webster. She's fighting a girl from Tamworth, TKA. Again, Lance Manier's group. They are, in my opinion, one of the top points fighters in the country. And it's she'll be fighting a girl called Charlie. I don't really want to attempt to pronounce the second name, but it goes something like this: Walensky or Walalinsky or whatever you pronounce it. I don't want to be rude, but I'll introduce Kerry Webster.
Hello, Kerry. Nice to meet you.
You're right.
Okay, like I say, only a few weeks to go. How do you feel?
Ready, confident.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Training's nearly all done then?
yeah. Feeling fit and strong.
Yeah. You see, you don't know nothing about this opponent then?
No, I just know that she trains at Tamworth TKA with Lance. That's all.
Don't matter, does it?
No.
Gonna win, aren't we? Gonna win, aren't you?
Business and get out.
Gonna win, yeah?
I hope so.
Is there anything you'd like to say to any of your supporters that are coming?
No, not really.
And your family, anyone know?
Be there.
Just be there, fight fans, yeah? It's going to be it's going to be actually stacked, that place. It's going to be awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, up to now we've done 19 tables, 10 to a table, so that's 190 that's confirmed. There's another 5 tables that have been reserved. There's 360 tickets gone out, so at the moment we're already at the 500 mark, which for a local show like this that's quite good. And some of our home fighters haven't even had their tickets yet, so I reckon we're looking at like 600 to 700 possibly. That's what we're hoping, and then obviously with us going out on live TV, etc., that should drag a few more numbers in from America and France. And again, we've got Belfast and Ireland, yeah.
Yes. Yes, it is. It is. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that. We got in a, well, it's just so. Yeah. No. I'm married to one. She's the same. Yeah. Well, look, have a little chat now. Then do tell everybody out there have something else you want to say. Anything at all?
No, I can't.
Anything
now.
See. Anyway.
Ask me a question, and I'll give you an answer.
So, how many rounds have you been sparring then? Each session.
How many rounds do we do? 10, 15, 2 minutes. We do a lot of pad work and a lot of sprinting to get our fitness up, and we do a lot of sparring techniques rather than just continuous sparring. We do a lot of like jab for jabs and working on our technique and movement to get us, not on the pads though, more sparring, making it real life, so we're ready for when we get in the ring.
Okay, well, I'd like to wish you all the best, and I'll see you on the Friday.
Yeah, I try just elaborating on what she says a little bit. I try to take a fight and then break it down so people can see bad points and good points. Yeah, it is boring. I do get moaned at, but you know what? Basics win fights, and as we've proven with our record, we're getting the results that we want. So for me, I think I'm doing it right. Obviously,
The more you train a technique,
Yeah.
the better you get. It's no use skipping it. I always train my people the same. Drill a technique, drill it,
Yeah.
drill. I do call them drills, the same as what
Yeah,
you're doing, and it works.
I mean, I like, this is how I try to explain it. How many times you drive home, you go from work to home, and then you get home and you're thinking, I can't remember, how did I get home? You just do it, you're in autopilot. So if you train and train and train, before long, you've jabbed someone without even realising that you've jabbed them. It just comes natural to you. So that's the standard that we like to try and work, so it comes natural, it's off the cuff. It's their instinct, I want it to be instinct. But again, you know, we always learn off other coaches, you know, someone always brings something to the plate that you think, yeah, I like that, I'll use that, you know. And I hold my hands up, you know, not all my techniques are mine, you know, you pin some from there, you pin some, you make your own up, and then you just bring it together, and there you go, you got a fighter. Yeah. Everybody fights differently, and for me, rather than like telling a fighter, no, you can't do that, well, let's go with how you fight, let's see what you can do.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, brings a game plan to you.
Yeah.
You know, I fight Southport, so obviously some of these guys are orthodox. So again, I can't, you know, I have to do everything backwards to show them. But what works, it works. If it doesn't, chuck it away.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Well, fight fans, it's going to be an amazing show, this is. I mean, it's going to be in a giant marquee. I've been to the venue with Chris and we've gone through things, having a giant TV screen in there. We're going to go stream it live across the world, and it's going to be streamed in the actual venue bar areas where the VIPs are going to be on the TV screens. And it's just going to be wicked. I think Malcolm Martin's doing the commentary.
Yeah, I've got Malcolm Martin, I've got Jason Lowe doing the MC. So in my opinion, I've got some of the best guys, professional guys around, in the right places, doing the right things. We've got a fantastic venue. Brian Fisher is doing a fantastic job down there, Amwich Cricket Club. I can't emphasise enough about how good the facilities are. You know, disabled, there's disabled accesses. It's a fantastic place. You've been there today. It's a brilliant feel. And everything's done right. So for me, as a promoter now, I wanna get rid of like the deadwood and move up and get with the professional people.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome night. Well, I'd like to thank you very much for taking me down there today.
No problem
We've got it
at
all
all.
ready to go now.
Yeah, it's great.
Brilliant.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.